Hey everyone, Patty Lynch here. Welcome to week 10 of LDU, Leadership Development University. So for those of you that are just joining us, we're working with the Sarah Robbins book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Sarah is very brilliant in network marketing, and although we're in direct sales, she has got so many things that are in direct relation with direct sales that her book is phenomenal. And even if you decide that this program, this training of LDU, isn't necessarily something that you want to dive into, this book is a must. It's a must read for anyone wanting to build their own business, whether it's network marketing, direct sales, or your own brick and mortar store. So chapter 10 was about the power of belief. You need to believe that you are where you are meant to be. If you are meant to be elsewhere, then you would be, right? So I relate this to the pace that my business has run. Now, some people sprint to the top. Mine is more of a little bit more than a casual stroll, maybe a fast-paced walk, but it's not a run, it's not a jog, and it's definitely not a sprint to the top. I have the type of personality that if I were challenged with a sprint to the end, I would give up. I would quit and I would walk away because it's just not my personality. It's not how I'm built, and it's not for me. So that's one thing I love about direct sales is that, or Sensi in particular, you can run this business at your own pace and you can get to the top in your own time. And I love the flexibility of direct sales where I have plenty of time with my friends and family, but I also still have plenty of time to work my business. And the time that I actually have to spend working on my business, it is that much more important to me. And it's that much more deliberate in in what I'm doing, because I know what my end game is. I know where I want to be and I know how to get there. This training, and I'm not saying this just because I'm the one facilitating the training, but this book has totally changed how I look at my business. And I've taken this training before, I've just never facilitated it before, but this has taught me a lot about myself. And I'm just so super excited to share it with all of you. You can't ever stop learning. The second you stop learning about anything to do with your business is the moment where you actually will realize that you've taken a step back. And that's okay. That's another thing about the beauty of Sensi is that you can take a step back and you might lose a little bit of momentum as long as you don't get out of the business. But if you need to take a break for a week, a couple of weeks, or even a month, there are things that you can do or things that you would have done, especially if you follow this program. You've already built the foundation for your business. And so you have the ability then to take some time off, but you need to believe in yourself, in the fact that you can go back. If you lose that belief that you can go back, then you'll end up quitting. And remember, winners never quit and quitters never win. So you can't quit on your business. You can't quit on Sensi. This is probably, and I hate to say it's the easiest product that I've ever sold because I haven't sold a whole lot. But I watch some of my direct sales brothers and sisters try to sell other products, and they struggle very, very hard. It really is always about putting the product in people's faces. But when you have a consumable product, and there are a lot of them out there, not just Sensi, but when you have a consumable product, you always have customers. Again, I could go off on this all day long about how much I love Sensi and their products and just their whole everything about them, but I won't. But you have to realize that you just completed 10 weeks of, I won't say intense training because this is just not in my personality to deliver that kind of training when I wouldn't thrive with that kind of training. Now, this training may not be for you. This training may be too slow paced for you or not diving down deep enough. The great thing about this particular training is that you can modify this to fit you and your personality, however you choose. You don't have to follow this to the letter of the law, but I am going to recap all of the assignments so that if you choose to go back and start at week 1, this will give you kind of a synopsis or a a syllabus, if you will, of the things that will be expected of you in the program. So week 1, update your story and your photo and put a screenshot on the team page. Number 2, create a personalized join brochure or postcard. Now remember, some of you had done this on Vistaprint, some of you had done this on some sort of software on your computer. Either way, it's fine. Make your join brochure something personal to you with your photo, your information, your story. People relate to people, not to product. So just keep that in mind. And create 10 possibility packets. We talked about possibility packets in that chapter as well. Week number 2, reach out beyond your friends and family, because if you only rely on your friends and family, your business will become more of a hobby rather than a business. Number 2, create a follow-up system. Now, I have created numerous follow-up systems. I finally found one that works for me. Maybe not as well as I would like to, but it's working right now, and I will modify it again, I'm sure, because that's the great beauty about this, is that we can modify everything to fit our need, and there's no black and white, cookie cutter way to do this. I love it. And number 3, follow up. Week number 3, number 1, identify your why. Your why is going to change a lot. It's not going to necessarily, your why when you first joined could have been to make a little extra money, but your why now could be to save for a family vacation. It could be for girls' night or guys' night out. It could be just simply to make new friends. Maybe you've moved to a new area and you don't know anyone. This is a great way to get out there and meet new people. Number 2, create a business plan. So figure out exactly where it is that you want to be, and so that you can break down those goals into a plan that's more easily managed. Number 3 is setting goals. Number 4 is find an accountability partner. Find someone who will hold you accountable for not getting your stuff done. God knows I need that, because I am the world's biggest procrastinator. Week 4, number 1, pass out samples. Number 2, post a photo on your timeline using products that we sell. Genius, right? You could literally take your counter clean and spray your counters down with it. It's so simple. Just spray your counters down with it and talk about how wonderful it smells. You don't even have to necessarily talk about how well and how awesome the counter clean actually works, although you should. But just the smell alone is enough to make me want to try some. Number 3, create a VIP page and a fan page. Now, I'm actually getting a lot of activity on both of mine. I just had somebody contact me today about light bulbs through my business page on Facebook. So how exciting is that? And it's somebody that I've never met before. And number 4, follow up with 5 people and post your results. Week number 5, create your list of 100, or modify your list of 100, because you should already have it created. Number 2, take a photo of a door prize slip filled out with the person who filled it out. So while you're out and about in your daily travels and you're talking to someone, it doesn't necessarily have to start with Scentsy. It can start with, you love their shoes, their bag, their haircut, whatever. And then it should always lead into something about your business in an organic way. And then get them to fill out a door prize slip and say, I was challenged to get one of my door prize slips filled out, and I will use this information to contact you for future items. Would you be willing to take a picture with me? No, you I'm sure you'll come up with much better wording than that. Week number 6, prioritize your list of 100. Now, we talked about creating the 4 categories. So go back and watch that video. It's so cool. Follow up with 5 people on the business opportunity. So anybody that you've talked to, remember we talked about breaking those categories out. One of them was prospects. So follow up with 5 of those people that you've talked to at one time or another about the business opportunity, and explain to them the amazingness of Scentsy. Is your story updated? And listen to the Saturday call. Week number 7, follow up with 5 leads, hand out 10 samples, and go for no. Week 8, go to your website and go through the enrollment process so you can actually see what a new consultant goes through when they go to sign up. Number 2, watch one video on the training center and tell us what you thought about it. Number 3, reach out to one team member each day. Number 4, attend the next training. This could be the next training. As long as you're here and you're watching it, then that would be considered attending it. And number 9 was work on the recognition of your team. So that's it. That is the syllabus of the program. That is pretty much everything that we have talked about. It would take me way too long to go over exactly everything that we talked about in the program, but I'm so proud of all of you, and quite frankly, proud of myself that I have made a plan to do this program with all of you, and I have stuck with it from week 1 all the way through week 10. I'm super excited to see where you're all going to be by the end of this year, and I personally will be reaching out to each one of you to see how you're doing, to help you track your results, and to actually go over this list of 10 weeks of tasks, or actually 9 weeks, because week 10 is just go out there and work your business and have fun and meet new people. This is a relationship business. People like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And I know that that person is you. So congratulations, job well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. And I'll see you during the next training series. Have a great day and have a sensational business.